You're listening to WTJU Charlottesville. For Arts This Week, we spoke with Daniel Kunkel.
My name is Daniel Kunkel. I am the director of the Live Arts teen summer musical Be More Chill. I also work at Live Arts as the education director and currently as our interim artistic director.
Perfect. Thank you, Daniel, for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So first, can you tell us more about Be More Chill?
Be More Chill is a very relevant show to our current day and age, and it is about a group of high schoolers in New Jersey. One of them in particular, Jeremy, comes into contact with this thing called the Squip. And the Squip is a pill that you take, a supercomputer, and the Squip will help you accomplish your goal. And for Jeremy, his particular goal is to be cooler, and he is corrected by the Squip to be more chill. The way we're kind of framing it is like 13 and plus. There's some adult language. There is some content that is very high school and older oriented, I like to say. It is a very funny show was kind of my favorite part, while not shying away from talking about the influences of technology, a little bit of social media. And then obviously for us, when we were talking about doing this, we were like, well, we could do a show about AI. That feels pretty relevant and kind of a cool opportunity for both us and more importantly for the cast to talk about this and how is it impacting their lives, as most of them are in high school or early college and are having to figure out how to grow and learn with all these outside influences.
Next, I want to ask, Daniel, you recently completed your master's in social work. Where do you see the overlap as a theater maker and educator?
Everywhere. A lot of kids and adults who are drawn to the arts. Most people have had something happen in their life that is tough. And the vast majority of people come to this because they want to be able to tell a story. Not necessarily their story always, but because they want to tell some sort of story. It is how they make sense of the world. It is how most of us make sense of the world, is by telling stories. With this show in particular, I would say it's been a goal of myself, of Abby Smith, our music director, and Liberty De Leon, our choreographer, of we wanted this to be a place of joy and exploration while being able to talk about like the scariness of the world right now. This cast in particular, man, has really reminded me how exciting it is to watch people just love doing this. And that joy just keeps coming through on stage. And when people see this show, they're going to see a group of people who really trust and really have grown to respect each other.
Lastly, what do you hope audiences will take with them after seeing the show?
On a surface level, I hope they leave in the show recognizing how talented young people can be when they are given proper support. These are some of the hardest working, some of the dancing they do alone, to say nothing of the fact that they're dancing while doing 5-part harmonies, while having to remember another hour of a show, right? To say nothing of that. So I hope, first of all, like surface level, I hope people leave feeling that. Second of all, with this show in particular, again, thinking differently about younger people and the fact that they are able to talk about these topics in really complicated, nuanced ways. I hope people leave thinking about the world they're going out into. And I think that's the really nice end point that we reach with this story, is this like recognition of like, I have all these different influences in my life. Some of them are my friends, my parents, social media, the internet. And it's really important to remember that the most important voice in my life is my own. I have to make this choice at the end of the day. If people can leave thinking about that, particularly older folks thinking about younger people they know, and that like, that's how they feel too. And also, wow, they're great. Holy cow, these guys know what they're doing. I hope people will come and see it. I hope they will love what so many members of this community have put together.
Live Arts is on the downtown mall, right across from the Water Street parking deck. Be More Chill opens tomorrow, July 9th, and closes after 3 weeks on July 26th. Information about tickets, parking, and Live Arts' 434 initiative is at livearts.org. Arts This Week is supported by the UVA Arts Council and Piedmont Virginia Community College. PVCC Arts presents a rich array of dance, music, theater, and visual arts programming. Learn more at pvcc.edu. For WTJU, I'm Stella Shoemaker.